Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be going over Fortnite Update 8.20. In case you haven't heard, Update 8.20 is without a doubt the most controversial update that Fortnite has had in a while. And that's mainly due to the change which reverted health per kill, mats per kill, the faster harvesting rate, and the 1500 max material cap. I'm sure the majority of you guys have heard a ton about this, and I could probably go for a 15-minute rant about it on the spot, but I'm actually going to hold off on that for now. This definitely isn't the first incredibly controversial change in Fortnite history. I mean, just in the last 3 to 4 months, we've had explosive penetration damage added into the game, the attempted cooldown system for aim assist, and who could possibly forget the Infinity Sword? All of those changes received a similar amount of hate to the ones that I mentioned earlier, and the good news is, due to the overwhelming hate, all of those changes were eventually reverted. Some took only a few hours, while other took a few days or even weeks. So I'm basically going to give Epic a few days and just pray that they gain enough sense to bring back those gameplay settings that were so loved by the community. And if they don't by Saturday or Sunday, I'll probably make a whole video just absolutely going in on Epic for what they did. But this video will actually be focusing on everything else contained in Update 8.20. And it's a shame that they included such a horrible change in here because other than that, it's actually really good. That's kind of like saying you played a good game other than the fact that you struck out 4 times or shot 0 for 10 from the field, but 8.20 includes a few solid performance changes, the addition of an official ranked mode into Fortnite, some cool new items, and a lot of other stuff on top of that as well. So with all the negativity surrounding the change, I thought it would be a nice change of pace to try to focus on the positives instead. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So like I did in my video about Update 8.10, I want to start this video with the performance fixes included in 8.20. Now before this update, some Epic employees were posting a ton on the Fortnite Reddits trying to gather information about in-game performance issues, and they even teased a few of the issues that they expected to be fixed with this update. What we ended up getting was a little underwhelming, to be honest, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Well, that is if the changes actually work. So the first bullet under the performance section says, fixed an issue where poor server performance could cause undesired effects on clients, such as unnecessary movement corrections. And the phrase unnecessary movement corrections basically refers to things like micro stutters, hitches, and random skips in the game. Those glitches had been happening fairly frequently of late, and they were incredibly annoying to deal with, especially in the middle of fights. Based on what I've seen so far, players seem to be reporting that this fix has, for the most part, worked. Micro stutters and hitches definitely aren't totally gone from the game, but the majority of people are apparently experiencing much less of them. So no promises that it'll be perfect for you guys, but fingers crossed that it'll at least be considerably better. And the other performance change is one that I know for a fact is going to be very welcome by all you console players out there. Fortnite states in the patch notes that they improved file I/O performance when skydiving on all platforms by changing what data we prioritize loading first. Now, it isn't really important, but in case you care, I/O stands for input-output. This change should hopefully be the end of one of the most game-ruining glitches in all of Fortnite, when buildings don't load at the very beginning of the game when you're skydiving in. As I've mentioned before, this glitch has somehow been in and out of Fortnite multiple times over the past year or so, but hopefully this is the last we ever see of it. That's probably a little bit foolish optimism on my part, so hopefully Epic doesn't make me look stupid for saying that. And for you console players out there specifically, let me know if you've noticed an improvement in the performance of your game after this update. Finally, this isn't listed under the performance section, but it's kind of a bug fix, so I'll just throw it in here. They quote-unquote adjusted the equip time of the gold and purple pump shotguns to match the green and blue versions. Before this update, the pullout time of the gold and purple pumps were noticeably faster than the pullout time of the blue and green pumps. This was a big deal, especially when it came to making quick edit plays that were designed to get off a quick shotgun shot. So I do like the fact that they made them all equal now, but I would have much preferred if they made them all have the speed of the gold/purple pump, when what they did instead was make them all have the speed of the green/blue pump. Moving on, without a doubt the biggest new addition to the game in update 8.20 is the Arena game mode. This is basically the improved version of the Gauntlet test event that we got back at the beginning of the season. And although I did consider that a ranked mode, it was more of a test ranked mode. Arena, on the other hand, is the real deal, and I would consider it Fortnite's final draft of a truly official ranked mode. So here's a description of it directly from the patch notes. New feature, Arena game modes, solo and duos. Compete anytime and gain hype to advance to higher leagues and unlock exclusive tournaments, such as the Fortnite World Cup Online Opens. Each league is broken up into several divisions, with players working their way from Open League to Contender League to Champion League. Scoring will update from division to division, with an increasing amount of bus fare lost with each match at higher divisions. So that right there checks almost all the boxes of what you're looking for in a ranked game mode. You have a specific and trackable point system, you can play it at any time of the day, there are multiple different divisions based on skill level, and the highest finishers will unlock certain exclusive events and tournaments. Now, although the mode has only been out for about a day at the time I'm recording this video, I've heard that there's some pretty big flaws with it. I'm not really going to go too in-depth with it because I want to see how it continues to play out over the next few days, but let's just say I've seen multiple complaints about how the bus fare scales based on divisions, and the general requirements for moving up and down in the ranking system. Again, I think it's kinda unfair to fully judge it in just the first couple days, but if it continues to be a problem, I may even make a full video discussing it. At the end of the day, a ranked mode was something that we've been asking about for a very long time now. So even though it probably isn't perfect, you gotta give Epic at least some props for finally getting it done. Now, let's go over the new items in Update 8.20. In my opinion, the most interesting new additions to the game are the 3 new foraged items. And those are bananas, coconuts, and peppers. Bananas can be found in the tropical biome, which is basically the upper right hand corner of the map, and they instantly grant 5 HP each. So they're basically just the tropical equivalent of apples. Coconuts can be found by damaging palm trees in the tropical and desert biomes, which is basically the upper and lower right hand corner of the map. They grant 5 points of either health or shield over a very short period of time, so they're basically a super mini Slurp Juice where it'll give you health if you have under 100, but if you have 100, it'll give you shield instead. And finally, peppers can be found in the desert biome, which again is the lower right hand corner of the map. When consumed, peppers instantly grant 5 health and also increase your movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. So a pretty unique new foraged item there, and just so you get a general idea, I'll throw a map on the screen right now that shows all the potential spawns of the 3 new foraged items. As you can see, Lazy Lagoon and Paradise Palms are just absolutely loaded with them. So I actually really like that these were added into the game. Unfortunately, I think Epic views them as kinda the non-RNG healing substitute for removing health per kills, and although they're definitely cool, they aren't that. The other new item added in the update is the Poison Dart Trap. It's a green rarity trap that can be triggered up to 3 tiles away, and it fires poison dart projectiles a distance of 3 horizontal tiles. Targets hit by darts will receive damage over time that applies directly to health, bypassing any shield, and it does 10 damage per tick for 8 total ticks over 7 seconds, which is a max potential damage of 80. Now, I know that the majority of new items added in updates usually end up being pretty useless, but this Poison Dart Trap is actually really strong. A 3-tile range is incredibly far, and when you combine that with it dealing 10 damage per tick directly to health, it can definitely get pretty crazy in terms of damage dealt. I expect to see competitive players making really good use of this, especially during endgame turtle situations. And real quickly, the final thing from the update worth noting is the change to the infantry rifle. It was converted to hit scan, meaning it now fires the same way as all the other assault rifles in the game. The base damage was reduced from 4542 to 4240, and it now has normal AR drop-off. This should be a nice little buff to a weapon that probably needed it more than anything else in the game. And now, I'm at least a bit more interested in seeing the rumored purple and gold versions of the weapon, which should be coming to the game sometime soon. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you watched the entire thing, be sure to let me know with a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on anything you found interesting from Update 8.20. Have you played the new ranked mode? Have you noticed the game runs smoother now? What do you think about the poison dart trap? Let me know. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.